It's the CalebDMTG show.
I've played a lot of games with this deck, and I think you can go down to 3 Strike It Rich. But Hard Evidence is so good in so many spots and matchups that I'm pretty sure you want 4 of that card. It's a lot of Blossoming Calm. I was saying earlier that the white version has a better matchup against Burn Scarab God. I didn't really go into why, but yeah. And then should we main deck Besiege you? Play like 2 Ren and 6, up the Explore count again. You haven't been liking the Manamorphos much? Yeah, I only played them in 1 tournament, and they were fine. I did beat Blood Moon with them once. But if we had main deck Besiege you, we might just, like, be better in some spots. There's other green cards we could play than the Manamorphos, right? We could play the 4th Explorer, the 3rd Ren and 6. We could play the 4th Strike It Rich. Yeah, I only played the Manamorphoses in a couple of leagues and that one event. Why so few Rens? Because you usually only get a few activations out of them. And multiples are usually, like, bad. I'm going to squeeze a 3rd copy in here, but I think 4 is too many. I think 2 or 3 is the right number. The thing is, after you've activated Ren and 6 a couple of times, the game should be ending soon, right? Like either you're resolving your creativity or prime time or what have you. It's not exactly the same, but imagine playing this card in like a Storm deck or something, right? Obviously, it's not apples to apples here, but just to like conceptualize why I'm not thrilled about it in a combo list. The White March. I don't think that card's good. You like Prismatic Omen? Maybe like 1 instead of an Explorer. What makes it 5 Valakut? If you look over here on the left, there's just like a bunch of random numbers. I just use that as a sorting mechanism. It doesn't mean anything. Sokinzin? I don't know what that card does. I'm not great with names. Did you spell it correctly? Oh, the red land? No, I think that card's bad. 4 mana to make 2 1/1s. Creativity costs 4, so whatever you're doing to make tokens should probably cost less than 4. Right? Creativity costs 4+. I think you need to be like an extremely control-oriented version before that card starts to be appealing. Remember that it's not a mountain, so it doesn't contribute to the Dwarven Mine spot. Speaking of Dwarven Mines, did I like having 3 Dwarven Mines, or do I want 4 again? 3 is usually enough. I thought I went down to 3 Dwarven Mines to fit like extra basic mountains in, but this build doesn't have that. Oh, it might have been to fit in the second Stomping Ground. Fit another Mountain Red Source in. Yeah. Yeah, it would be like a beating with the Valakuts, right? The Siiju is like a little, what's the word? Misleading here, because it's not actually a land. It's in a spell slot. Like, I never actually want to play this card. I did once in the last league, but I don't want to. I just want to, like, have a disenchant effect that works well with the Ren and 6. Yeah, that's basically it, Endo Jackson. I'm seeing if like I like any of these tweaks in the 4-color version. I'm seeing if I liked that rug build. That's just like the sort of stuff that I'm feeling out. I could go to Steam Vents. Post-board against control, though, you do need your blue mana. Although a lot of times they're spreading seizing you, so maybe I don't need it that bad. Anyway, the important thing is that I think we have enough green cards. The other Force of Beam. I guess I'm gonna cut Helix. I really liked those in the main. Do I still like these Aether Gusts? I've kind of hated Flusterstorm against, unless I'm like specifically against Cascade. Oh yeah, we were considering playing a Prismatic. Maybe over the 4th Explorer. You think Spell Pierce is better than Flusterstorm against Cascade decks? Why? Flusterstorm is like basically uncounterable, right? So they play the Violent on your turn, and you're like, I got you a Spell Pierce. Then like Force Negation, my thing resolves, dead you. Whereas like Flusterstorm works. Yeah. Teferi's good against Cascade stuff, too. Can be a little hard to resolve, though. Flusterstorm is literally the only sideboard card that we can play against Cascade decks, right? You've like Valakut Exploration in the board for slow matchups. I think we're already crushing the slow matchups. Like, we're already just beating them. It could be replacing this 4th Expressive or whatever. It's like doing something similar. Oh yeah, the bounce land is very gone. Farseek over Explore. Well, the nice thing about Explore is that it smooths out our draws that have a bunch of comes to play tap lands, right? Like Valakut and the Triomes. So I think it's a lot better than Farseek. Farseek might be better than Growth Spiral, just because it's easier to cast. If I was going to go back to the rug list. 1 out 4 durations in the main deck. Against aggro decks, you don't really have time to fire them off very often. So it can just be like, end up being too much clunk with Expressives, Anti-Fairies, and Primetimes, and Creativities, and all that. In a game that's like compressed within 4 or 5 turns. Whereas Expressive is like your actual best card in the control matchups, which is why I have the 4th copy on the board. Run Silence. I don't hate Silence. It's a lot more counterable than Flusterstorm, but I don't hate it. You're down to 2 iteration. Yeah, I don't hate 2 either. 2 or 3. You like Seize the Spoils for Blood Moon decks? There's like Seize spelled wrong here or something. It just makes a treasure. We already have some treasure makers. Not a ton. Right now our answer to Blood Moon is Force of Vigor. But doesn't answer Magus. But Creativity can answer Magus. I've done that before. What was I doing? Oh, I was puzzling out this sideboard, yeah. Do I still like Path? Maybe we need Path less now that we've got Force of Vigors. Path's good against Death Shadow too, not just Hammer. Maybe I even want a couple. Veil of Summer is also great against Death Shadow. Squirrel Party, the 4th Expressive in the board is a draw spell against Control. So I might cut it, but I'm not going to cut it because it's low yield. Because against Control decks, what you're doing is you're going through your deck. You have like way more time to draw those anti-control cards when you're going through your deck, right? And those grindy matchups. So if you have like this insane draw spell in your sideboard, you are more likely to see it. It makes it high yield. You're gonna see that 4th Expressive in the control matchups more often than you're gonna see the 1-of Path in the board against aggro. You're not high on Aether Gust. Aether Gust was just like another, like, it hits Blood Moon effects and then it's also not dead. Celestial Purge kind of does that too. Gust is also like decent in the primetime mirrors, which I kind of like. Like if you're ever playing a creativity mirror, it's nice to have something, right? I don't think I'm going to be testing the Omen this run. Hits Omnath at Ren and 6. Yeah, I mean, I boarded it in against them, but I don't... The 4-color matchup is, again, like, one of your better matchups. It's kind of just fine. You like Dress Down? What matchup do you like Dress Down in? Just Saga decks in general. I think I like Force of Vigor better. I think I played the fourth Force of Vigor first. The Cascade matchup's not great in Shark Snacks. For the mirror? I mean, I think I'd rather have a counter spell if I want a card specifically for the mirror. Oh shit, what up? Oh, I could throw some Rest in Pieces in the board. Wouldn't help me against Rhinos. Would be good against, like... The issue is going to be people, like, telling me to board it in against, like, Luris or whatever the fuck. Indeedo Core, thanks for the 19 months. Appreciate you. You didn't like Blossoming Calm? I fucking love Blossoming Calm. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the one of Fluster. And then maybe shave an Aether Gust. Yeah, we need the Aether Gusts less now that we have the Force of Vigors, right? Because I was like mostly playing them for Blood Moon decks. Yeah, let's cut Gust. I did kind of like them for the Creativity Mirror. I guess Flusterstorm can also counter Creativity. What about Force Negation? Is that a card I can play? 6, 10. Be kind of iffy. I guess by that reasoning, like the Force of Vigors are also kind of iffy. Only going up to like 14 green cards. You can cast the Force of Vigors though. I guess you can also cast the Force Negations. Yeah, I like Blossoming Calm against, like, Red-Black Luris. I don't necessarily like Veil of Summer there. Gain in life and bring in a discard spell. Is Typhoon too slow? It's a little slow, yeah. Typhoon's a great card for, like, control mirrors.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Elijah Halverson, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 4 months. Growth Spiral does pitch to both forces. The issue with Growth Spiral is that it's not very good. Is the only issue with that card. You're not wrong, though. Maybe the Rug build. I was upping the Veil of Summer count because I figured a lot of people would be on Death Shadow. Veil of Summer is pretty good against Death Shadow. But I think I do want the one of Flusterstorm. Oh, I could play 2 Flusterstorms and cut the Purge. Or play 2 Veils again. I guess I'll do this, and then, like, almost all of the sideboard will be for some specific matchups. That's good. Alright, let's jam a league. Alpine Moon? You think I should sideboard Alpine Moon? I don't hate it. I think I did. I think I literally did sideboard Alpine Moon in the last tournament I played with this. The first league I played today, where's my P-Bar, I did play a bounce land to potentially get the Besiege back. And it wasn't great. It had its moments. In particular, the crew land was good against Spreading Seas. It was, like, kind of funny. It's really hard for them to have enough Spreading Seas, though. Especially when you have, like, Ending into Fairy that can get rid of them. Tron? Well, Tron's not a matchup I've lost to yet, so... Yeah, I want to ignore the impossible matchups, shore up the difficult matchups, and basically just have a plan against everybody. Ignore the possible matchups, ignore the buys. Focus on the close ones. Oh, damn! We got that Jim Davis raid. Welcome, Jim Davis and viewers. Welcome, Raiders! I said this earlier, but anyone who is not following Jim Davis should absolutely be doing that. He's a great streamer. And he usually streams a little bit earlier in the day, so you can watch both of us. Hey, sup, Jim? Hope you had a good stream. What matchups are impossible? Rhinos has felt tough, but not quite impossible. Anything at all. I would love to exile that. So I think my opponent's on Heliod Life, which might be a response to Death Shadow becoming more popular, because you get to main deck Quad Auriok Champion. You think Mill seems rough? The one time I played against Mill, I beat it, I believe. This card's good against them. But if they manage to Surgical Titans, you're fucked. Creativity here doesn't quite do it. Like, we can get a prime time, but we can't kill anything with the prime time. We just have a prime time. We'd be going up to 6 lands, which is really awkward. Because if we did have like one more land in play, we'd be able to like explore on turn 2 instead of the prismatic or whatever. We can get infinite life, Snow Schwartz, for sure. You struggled with Yoggless. Interesting. Well, that's another good reason to add the rest in peace to the board, maybe. And yeah, moonlists have been really tricky. I think blue-red's probably the toughest matchup, because they not only have blood moons, but they also have a fast clock and counters. Even that's not unwinnable, but... Well, the issue is if like we could explore into something that could answer the Heliod, right? Instead of casting creativity here. I guess I could creative their creature. God, that sounds miserable. If the Explorer drew me into another Teferi, I could like buy myself the turn that I needed. Deciding whether to explore here or creativity here. I think we're probably going to win regardless, Swindum. Regret not creativity on their end of turn. Because then they're like pretty much just dead to the attack, right? Yeah, I'm aware, Mark. Well, I wouldn't be attacking and killing their stuff. I'd be attacking and killing them too, Jake. I just didn't math it. Now I'm deciding whether I want a creativity now or on their turn. The issue is that they can sack the ranger captain, so I can't creativity in response to stuff. So I think I'm just supposed to play it now. I could play a Wooded Foothills and then have like a fetch in response to stuff, but I don't think that works, right? I could creativity and get one Valakut, one mountain, and then the fetch would crack, but then, I don't know. It's so much worse than just getting 2 prime times. Sorry about the long tank here, folks. It was an egregious tank, though, Radley. Tanking and then making the wrong line is also fucking miserable. Yeah, right, a bit more. I feel like I might have done that. Yeah. Yeah, the destroy on Force of Vigor seems relatively useless, Fairy looks like gas, ending looks like gas. I think I want path. Oh, the opponent didn't misplay. I did, obviously, but... Deicide? Yeah, that's right. People were playing that for a while. That's wild. Modern's changed so much. Yeah, I think I'm just doing +1 path. Over an expressive or something. Force of Vigor can hit Ballista, but it doesn't hit their infinite life combo at all. I guess it hits their enchant land. Hit their mana development that way. Yeah, it was one of the decks to beat, thiiiiiiink. Hate this. Love this. Am I supposed to save this ending for Heliod or just like fire it off here? I could just play the hard evidence.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Death and Taxes. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 69 months. You guess it's that number? You think 68 is hotter? Everyone's got their own tastes. There's nothing wrong with that. Just fucking bolt myself again. The issue with not getting a Triome earlier, as I sit here at 14 life.
Shit, what up?
Hey Saw, thanks for the 23 months. Oh, hell yeah. The game has ended. Yeah, hard evidence is really good. Correct, Bork magic, yeah. If you have to curve out, your mana is very painful. But if you get to go like turn 1, fetch a Triome, then it's a lot better usually. Do I have a favorite metal/rock band? I like the Sword a lot. The Legacy dude is A22N, the Bimp. I don't think there's gonna be coverage for the event. I know Spike was potentially talking about streaming his matches. Cool, Red. I don't have a link for it, so. Is the one of main deck Besiju gonna pull some shit again? Ooh. Hopefully that doesn't burn me instead of like holding up a Siju here. We'll see. Ren upticking on Besiju is very, very good in this matchup. Am I getting hammered? Am I going down to fucking like not very many lives here? No, it looks like I'm good. Absolutely. I think I'm just gonna hit the Memnite. I could have hit the hammer and then untapped and pinged with red and 6 on the Mem Knight. I think I just like rebuying Besiege You. I mean, their Haster's dead. Yeah, how's his creativity this turn? But I'm still gonna rebuy the Besiege You. I kind of want to grab both Triomes and just like fix my mana up something here. Getting a land plus a Valakut is nice for attacking, so maybe I'll just do that. Just do like Rug land plus Valakut here. Creativity hitting the hammer. I mean, you could. It's not really doing anything in play, though. The hammer right here. They don't have any creatures to attack with. They need, like, a pure steel paladin to equip it to something. We can always just besiege you it later, right? Hey, Bellmeister, thanks for the 5 months there. You're very welcome. The good times and all that. Sweet. So winning game 1 feels awesome. That's thanks to the main deck Besiege You. Besiege You plus Ren is so good in that matchup. That's the second Hammer Time player that I browned with it. It almost makes me want to play like 2 Besiege Yus. Real fucking pleasant. I've gone back and forth on whether I wanted to Fairy in this matchup. Because it can bounce Saga, and that can be kind of nice. We're on the draw, though, so I'm just going to cut a couple. Hey, Hate Industry, thanks for the 14 months there. Yeah, this looks fine. The only thing that we can't cut in this matchup is a green card to force a bigger. And obviously we don't want to cut prismatic endings and such. This hand's okay. It doesn't have any interaction, but it is relatively fast, I think. Less fast. Well, I mean, we can still get there, and we do have some explorers. You want to play Besiege You with Archive Trap? Oh man, they can't even Thoughtseize Besiege You. Has Strike It Rich been good for me? Strike It Rich by itself can ramp you into a turn 4 Titan, which is kind of nice. I have gone down on them though. I started with like 4 and now I'm at 3. I tried them in the blue-red version and they were terrible there. But this build has like slightly clunkier mana, so it's a little bit better here, I think. Do I want to double explore? Ooh, is Hard Evidence better than Dwarven Mine here? I think so. Bolt myself again, still have bad mana. If they had a path for the crab token, they'd have a win here. Something I was a little worried about. Oh, they have Shadow Spear. That's still going to be a lot of damage. Lot of damage. Let's see. Is 2 primed? I mean, I could target the Stoneforge Mystic. I'm just thinking if 2 prime times is enough to kill it. It's 13. 13's a lot of toughness. Valakut plus land is 3 damage, then Valakut plus another land would just be like another 6 damage, right? It's only 9. Yeah, I think it's correct for me to target the Stoneforge. Or maybe the Shadow Spear, huh? Just like let him keep the Stoneforge. Two Valakuts and the 2 mountains is 12. Yeah, yeah. Just thinking whether it's better to kill the Shadow Spear or the Stoneforge. They can get the Shadow Spear back, but they need Lurrus to do that. I think we win before Lurrus gets Shadow Spear back. They usually only play 1 Shadow Spear. Yeah, I've killed Magus of the Moon that way before, Germs. Comes up sometimes against Hammer Time. So far, I'm kind of regretting not killing the Stoneforge. So this is 18 plus 6. It was only 24. The opponent's at 28. So we're going to go ahead and kill the Stoneforge. Right? God, what if they have another hammer here? I think I would just lose. He's Alzilla, thanks for 38 months. Grabbing Mines doesn't give you Chumpers. And Chumpers don't matter, because they're going to be able to lure us back Shadow Spear. So Chumpers aren't useful anyway. Dwarven Mine only makes a 1/1 if it comes to play tapped. Yeah, Zalzilla's 38-month resub is pew pew pew. Pew to the pew. I literally started the league playing a Tamir deck, D. Paulson. Maybe later, Tactical Rangers. Maybe after this league. Love that I'm getting in more reps for Hammer Time. I have tried playing Blue-Red. Folks, any kind of suggestion you're going to have as to archetypes or cards or threats or any of that, I've probably played it. Just going to try and head off a whole lot of questions right now. Yeah, we can't afford to play out the Valakut here, because we're going to need these lands to produce dwarves at a certain point. So I'm just going to set up to fetch a Triome. More traditional Titan lists. How is this not a traditional Titan list? What is a traditional Titan list? Are you talking about Amulet?
Oh shit, what up?
I think this deck's more threat dense than Amulet is. I can also play it without getting a headache, so that's nice. Hey, Beer Mystic, thanks for the 4 months there. I don't think Shift Titan's been playable for a long time. I don't think I even want to play this Ren in 6. Kind of just like gives them something to kill and grow the Tarmogoyf. Getting literally Siege Rhinoed. Oh my god. So I can make a single Titan here. Or I could strike it rich, flash it back, and then try and creativity for 3 next turn. Or maybe just 2. Yeah, just be for 2. The cool thing about making a Titan now is they haven't, like, maybe discard the creativity, right? Also a blocker for the Siege Rhino if they don't get rid of it. They're almost certainly going to get rid of it. We haven't played anything for them to kill. Yeah, I don't actually give a shit who you're rooting for, Deft. Sorry. As long as we're apologizing for things. Figured I'd throw mine out there too. I'm just gonna eat 5. And hope that decision doesn't matter. Creativity for 2 could deal like 18 damage. Play the Valakut first. Go get 2 more Valakuts. Go get 2 mountains. I think that's the most damage. But then they could response because I'm playing a tapped Valakut. I think it's better to fetch Dwarven Mine and then use one of the treasures and target 2 dwarf tokens and a treasure token. I'm gonna sack a Tarmogoyf to kill my dwarf. They're sacking Siege Rhino to kill my dwarf. Are they gonna reanimate a Siege Rhino? They are. And we get to draw another Valakut. Great. Yeah, drawing that second Valakut sucked so much shit here. I'm kind of terrified of just them like playing another fucking Siege Rhino or another Persist or something for the win with going down to 3. We could play out a Valakut and then just a single creativity and then go get Prime Time and have that Prime Time give me 2 mountains, which would let me kill the Goyf, and then they would still have a Siege Rhino in play. But they would need to have a removal spell plus something, you know, to kill me from that. I could fetch out a dwarf, of course. Or I could play the Besiege You, and then creativity for 2. I'm only getting 1 Valakut in play then. Because 2 are in my hand. Maybe that's just fine, though. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. So I'm gonna grab Sacred Foundry and a fetch land, I suppose. Could have gotten 2 mountains and then killed the Grist as well. But I don't think a Grist on 1 kills me.
Oh shit, what
I did so much work to stay above 3 life. And we died to second Siege Rhino plus Ephemerate. That's funny. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, man. Hey, Obi Winter, thanks for the 4 months there. I feel like I'm adding some real trash to my deck. Should I play Rips and cut right in 6? Oh, definitely right. They're playing Persist.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Hippity Long Ears, thanks for the 56 months there. I have read 7. Thinking about my cuts here. I think I'd get Besieger out of here. Especially if the Ren and 6 is coming out, yeah. Not sure about Prismatic Ending. I could probably shave one. Actually, is Path better than Prismatic? It might be. Yeah.
Oh shit, what up?
I think I gotta send this back. I'll keep all lands creativity, especially if one of those lands is a Besiege You in an unknown matchup, but all lands rest in peace doesn't seem good. Did you play Persist though, right? Like there's a chance that turn 2 Rip just gets some. Hey, Moro Sid thinks the sub thinks the 25 months. Blossoming Veil is not just for discard, it's also for their the Siege Rhino targets, right? In this match. Oh, I guess it doesn't target. Well, anyway. Still would have been good that game. Even though they never played a discard spell. And depending on what my draw is next turn, I might chill on the Explorer. Just fetch a Triome. Just have better mana. You're more threat dense of the cross. It's a lot easier to cast a Prime Time than to cast a Archon. Looks like my opener would have been just fine. I almost put a fucking another land in there instead of this fairy. Regret. Yeah, Blossoming Column showing up right on time here. Yeah, so Blossoming Column doesn't stop the drain, as we found out earlier. But I think I just need to cast it now. Kind of feels like the game's about to end, right? Cast it now so I can actually get the rebound. That's not a creativity, so we're dead here. We could potentially try and like chump a Goyf or whatever, but we're still taking 7. Bummerooski. Oh no, that Blossoming Column was definitely a turn late. Yum is dumb. It was definitely late. Yeah, just gonna lead off on Triome here. Turn 2 Strike it Rich, turn 3 Flash it back. Well, assuming we don't draw anything else that's juicy. Just like cast a turn 4 Titan. No, not now, Lone Ranger. After this league, maybe. He's up, Eduardo. Yeah, I love this prismatic ending. Bolting. Are they opting or something? Oh no. Well, maybe we get to see if those rest in pieces in the board do anything. Too bad we drew this ending, huh? Or they'd have to grab one of our prime times, which would be awkward with Living End. Like, we'd literally just drawn a land there. The Grief would have had to get a prime time, right? That would have been so good for me. Something that you can do if you're playing Prismatic is actually, like, loot away prime times. Is Grief not a May? I don't think any discard's a May. I could be wrong. Yeah, you just choose an online card from it. So I could get 2 Valakuts. I think what they're gonna do though is just like living end here and sweep my board, and then also make me discard this prime time, which is kind of a bummer, huh? It's kind of a bummer. Maybe I'm supposed to get a Valakut in a mountain so I can get closer to pinging sooner. If you get 2 Valakuts there, then like an Explorer starts to like get close to lethal, but not really. So now what we're hoping for is like another prime time or top decked creativity maybe. Creativity hit like their Waker, my dwarf token. Oh, we just cut in the middle of that album, yeah. Well, shit, hum. Tapped awkwardly for that draw in particular. It's awkward because I wanted to get a Dwarven Mine with this. Still could. Yeah, let's just do that. And it's actually kind of tempting to block both. Yeah, Yum is done, but then you can Steam Vents. You can Steam Vents for the blue if you want, and save the fetch for a dwarf later. Maybe. Yeah. I think that beats me. I guess I'm fetching my last dwarf, chumping Street Wraith and bolting Brazen Borrower. Going to 1. Yeah, reminder to folks, this is the last day if you want to use that the Green Chef discount. It's the last day for that. I've spent a lot of the last couple weeks plugging it, so I'm not gonna go too hard on it or whatever. I was just reminding people. Hey, Real Milkman, thanks for the 25 months there. We almost need like another Teferi here or something. Primetime would do it, but like creativity wouldn't. I guess I could creativity on their turn on the Street Wraith and like Fog. Shit. Even the Treasure Creator, the Strike It Rich, would let me Prismatic Ending for 5 here. Ren does not do it though. And he can only go for 4. With our mana base, we can't get to 5. Ren and 6 to ping the Street Wraith. Yeah, that does work. The -1. One more turn, I guess. Prismatic can kill that at least. Maybe I'm supposed to ping them there. Lets us down tick to ping again next turn, and then they'll be dead to 9 damage. Could match up. Ooh, do we want to cycle to fairies? I kind of don't. Yay! Whew. Living End's one of our tougher matchups, and our opener was not especially impressive. It was barely sneaked that one out. I like that the Besieger comes out with the Ren and 6 package. Makes sideboarding real clean like. Do I want Veil of Summer? I feel like I do. And then I'm like not sure about these cards. Mystical Empath. I think they stay out. Right, they couldn't Living End a second time without dying because we had the prime times in the graveyard, and then they couldn't Living End at all with the Teferi in play. Oh, these prismatic endings want to come out, don't they? Yeah, we like don't want this at all. Maybe this is better. I wonder if Blossoming Calm's better than Mystical Dispute, just for grief. You're very interested in that game? Or invested? I was also very invested, Hippity. Absolutely. Hey, good luck, F3. I think we're just supposed to slam Teferi. That's what I think. And hope they don't have a counter for me. Please. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No. Bummer. Not like I can win by not casting it, though, you know? Oh shit, should I have not? I should not have played that Explorer. I should have just passed here with 3 mana. And then I can hardcast Mystical Dispute on the Living End. I'm so bad. I'm probably gonna lose because of that. Not only up my shitty 3 mana leak. Oh shit, they're not playing it. Sweet. Oh shit, what up? 8 peripheral, things for 36 months. opponent shocked themselves there. I'm just gonna grab a regular mountain and cast this Explorer. I'm trying not to tap low because I need to hard cast Mystical Dispute and then maybe have Veil up, right? So I'm not like expressiving here. Yeah, I wish I knew what their hand looked like. Eh? What? Doesn't this do nothing? Creature or planeswalker. Okay, it does more than nothing. Do we downtick this to Teferi or uptick now that it's resolved? I think if they had Bone Crusher in their deck, we would have lost to it the first game. So, no, I don't think they have it. But if you uptick with Teferi, you get to save the downtick, which is kind of nice. If the opponent's like forced to start hard casting stuff. All right. Plan Dwarf Beats is a go. Oh, well, that'll just win. Is 3 Primeval Titans worth 6 damage? Sweet. So that was a matchup that I was worried about. It was nice to get a win there. Even if he didn't end up drawing that rest in peace. What did I lose to? I lost to Siege Rhino Blink. Game 1, I figured out how to win without going below 4. So I wouldn't lose to another Siege Rhino Drain. And I did the line, and I all set up to attack for the win next turn. And then they played another Rhino and then Ephemerate blinked one. So they ended up with six points of burn. And then game 2 my hand got shredded and I didn't really draw out of it. Hey Firefighter, thanks for the 24 months, the 2 years there. Triple Explorer is kind of oof, huh? I think I missed a few different sub messages. Real Milkman said quarter century in months for the 25-month sub. Peripherals 36 months was 3 centuries. Where does the time go? Yeah. My chat's pretty awesome and I love them to death. But I don't know. I don't know about the math abilities. The calendar abilities. I don't know about all that. Oh, fuck me. I guess I should have known something was up when I didn't see Luris there. Are we gonna make some Colossal Dreadmaws? Maybe.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, B-Pelt, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime. No, the creativity is going to get bricked by that Giver of Runes victory. No, I wish I'd activated the Arbiter on their upkeep. Because now they get to Ghost Court immune response. Oh, they didn't respond. Oh, they can't respond. Okay, fair enough. All right, folks, this is it. This very specifically, well, is the matchup where I wish I wasn't using prime times. So if you're very worried about getting Leonin arbitered, if you've got that intense fear of this cat, if there's a lot of it at your local store, then maybe you don't want to be playing this version of the deck. Pretty sure they want to ghost quarter me here. Oh, I guess either's fine. I like Archon better than the other options while I guy, if you're not doing the prime time stuff. Yep, pretty dead. Gonna need some removal in this matchup. Ooh, Pat's good. I don't hate Teferi, but I think it's gonna come out like -1 expressive, -3 Teferi. Or maybe go down to one of each. That was Death and Taxes, yeah, modern Death and Taxes. A very niche archetype. Like less than 1% of the meta, I think. Hey, Hypnotoxin, thanks for gifting a sub to Red Neb. Congrats, Red Neb. Oofdom. This is one of those hands that I don't think is bad enough to maul, but sure doesn't seem great, Let's go ahead and fetch Triumph turn 1. Hell yeah, Hypnotoxin. It's exciting. Oh, that costs 4, that's right. I should not have bolted myself. Your turn. My brain was just like a whole nother level of stupid there. It was like, okay, well I can't play this creativity for anything due to the Thalia. I know, I'll just flashback Strike It Rich and set up for next turn. And that's where my brain stopped. That 3? Well, we'd still be paying 1 regardless, right? We'd still be paying a life to crack. We just would have gotten like another tap Triome instead of the Stompers. You said 100% they have Arbiter? I mean, if they have Arbiter, they should have played it. Played it by now, right? Gotta spend money to make money. Spend that treasure, make another treasure. All about that cash flow. Nah, my treasure. Well, that fucking sucked. Yeah, I guess that happens. I was just gonna fetch a basic and flashback strike it rich there. Now I'm like feeling pretty dead again. Oh, that earlier deck had Anger the Gods in the sideboard. The rug version. That would be good in this sort of matchup, this sort of spot. Again, I just don't think that this is a matchup I need to worry about though, if I'm testing for a tournament. It's one of those things where like, yeah, you could hypothetically run into it, but it's so rare that it shouldn't be impacting your sideboard decisions, right? It's a sorcery 11s. You can't flashback a sorcery on your opponent's turn when they play the Flicker Wisp. They did have a nice curve. We kind of needed like a removal spell for the Vial or something to slow them down early on. We didn't have that. Oh well. GG, well met. Three and two. Didn't we go 3 and 2 with the other build as well? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna take another bathroom break. Is there anything I want to change? The big difference between this list and the older version that I was running is that the hammer matchup feels a lot better with the main deck Besiege You and the sideboard Force of Vigors, even though we haven't actually played Force of Vigor in the matchup yet. The Besiege You plus Ren and 6s has been really good in that matchup. I feel like that's been a good change. Yeah, the two matchups I lost to in this league are not two that I'm especially worried about. And we beat one of the Cascade decks in this league too, so that also feels really good. Sweet. All right, bathroom break.